When we invert it, how it oozes down to the
nice
side.
sticky part on top.
Sticky icky. Ooh-wee.
Alright,
All right, let's go. Getting distracted.
For our lovers of food and fun, this is How to Foodie Nation. And today it's all about a cream cheese crème caramel, featuring, of course, our KitchenAid stand blender. So let's get blending.
Kezzy, you ready for a sweet treat?
I love desserts. You all know that already, so I'm down.
We're always doing all the savory dishes and the cook-ups and all the favorites. We are extending our beautiful thanks to KitchenAid here, and we are going to be showing you how to make a cream cheese crème caramel.
Flan. You mean flan?
Same thing. It sounds more luxurious, you know?
Sorry, a crème caramel.
Cream cheese crème caramel. Same thing, ladies and gents, at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But we are here to break it down. Simple
let's
ingredients. Let's do this. So,
Okay.
medium heat. My pot is on the stove. I like to use a non-stick pan when I'm building the caramel aspect of it.
I was now going to say, well, we need a pot for...
Crème caramel. So the cream elements, obviously the eggs, the milk, the cream cheese. The
Right.
caramel is that luscious, nice brown topping. When we invert it, how it oozes down to the
That nice
side.
sticky part on top.
Sticky icky. Ooh-wee.
Alright,
All right, let's go. Getting distracted. Let's
Yeah.
go. So medium heat. All right, bring it up a little bit.
Sure.
I am going to be putting white sugar inside here.
Okay.
So we are going in, and of course, evenly across the pot like that.
Now, can I use brown sugar?
You can use brown sugar. The thing about the white sugar is that I like to see turn into the different stages of browning.
Right.
So it's a little trick when doing this because with the brown sugar sometimes it comes in a little quicker and it
Yeah.
may not develop, maybe it may go over.
Okay.
So you can use brown sugar, but let's use white sugar. And I find white sugar tends to be give a really sweet element to lend itself to the caramel itself.
Okay, so white sugar it is.
White sugar it is, all right?
What next?
So we are going in with some lime juice at this point in time.
Lime and sugar.
Yes, now this prevents any sort of recrystallization during the process when we add our caramel element to it.
Okay. So
Okay.
it stays a nice smooth caramel.
Correct.
Okay.
Now, the problem obviously people have with sugar is, how to develop it. Even when stewing chicken, sometimes it
Yeah.
overdevelops, it gets brown, it gets bitter. We don't want that. So this is a timely process.
Okay.
So we don't want to stir it at this point in time. What you can do is shimmy the pot a little bit, but allow the crystals of the sugar to develop.
Okay.
Ladies and gents, this is probably the only technical part when doing a quintessential crème caramel.
And how long does something like this take before it gets the brown stage?
Okay, so as I added the sugar inside here,
Yeah.
going from medium to medium high now.
Okay.
I am looking for about 1.5 to 2 minutes for this process to happen. Okay?
All the little bubbles are starting to happen.
Exactly. When you start to see the crystals turning a bit brown, they're going to start to break down.
Okay.
And what's going to happen, a liquid is going to start to develop. When that starts to develop, only then are we going to then disperse the heat evenly throughout the pan by mixing.
So we just let this go for a little bit.
Let this go for a little bit.
Okay.
We'll check back on this in about a minute's time.
Sure.
Kezzy, now what you could see is that it's starting to turn that brown color. Now
Right.
we are starting to stir because I'm still seeing some raw sugar inside here.
Okay.
Now I bring it back down to the medium heat
Right.
and I start to stir vigorously to disperse that heat from turning the sugar bitter in one area. As I'm turning it like that, you're seeing the fumes coming up, the little ruby waves. That's good, that means it's cooking.
So we're looking for kind of amberish
Yes,
kind of color
exact-
going on.
Amberish, little bit of blonde color. And a lot of people sometimes say when developing this, they go for a little edge above a little bitter taste, just to contrast with the sweetness of the flan. Yeah,
That's interesting.
it is. And the beauty about doing desserts, obviously, of flavors playing on each other.
Yeah.
Sometimes savory with
Yeah.
sweet, a little touch of salt.
I feel like those are the best desserts.
Yeah. And I mean, when we're doing this cream cheese one, it's just a favorite of mine because I just find it so luscious and rich and velvety.
I just can't wait to eat it.
Well, we're getting there. Now, as
I
we
see the
speak,
color
you
you're
see the
talking
coming in,
about.
right? So
Yeah.
we're getting that amber, right? At this point, when you see that, ladies and gents, continue stirring it. We're going in for maybe about 10 seconds again. So I'm taking off the heat off of this because the pan itself is very hot.
This is a
It's
timely,
a timely process.
process.
I would say it's about 2 minutes in total.
Okay.
When you see this process here happening, an additional 10 seconds is all you need. And we are at this point right now where I am ready to pour this.
So straight
you want to give
into
me a hand?
Sure. Let me
Right.
hold this for
Right,
you.
so I'm going to pour it in so everyone can see the beauty about this.
Sure.
Pour it in, go ahead.
You go ahead.
Let it fall out nicely. Scrape the sides. Allow it to come to all edges. It's all in?
It's all in.
All right. So the beauty about this now is that we are able to pick up this
Right.
and shimmy it, rotate it.
So that's how we coat it evenly.
That's how we coat. Now this is a very important process, ladies and gents, because this is how we start to make our creme caramel look beautiful. And as you spin it, the room
So
temperature of the dish, it's
pretty.
starting to solidify. And you see how beautiful that color is?
So nice.
So important. Look at that.
If this isn't some fancy business.
Listen, only with KitchenAid we're getting fancy like this right now. So move it around 360 degrees.
And then we kind of just let it settle.
And just let it sit like that. Let this cool for about 2 to 3 minutes. And then it's going to be ready for our creme element. Speaking about that, let's get started on it.
All right, cool.
All right, Kezzy, I've done the sweet work thus far because at the end of the day, you know,
the whole thing sweet.
I mean, I've seen milk, I've seen cream cheese, condensed. You know, condensed milk is actually my middle name. On my birth certificate, sweet man. Come.
I would like to be blender based, so can I pass this?
Come on, let's do it.
Thank you.
All right, so normally when you're doing this, you have to do it in a bowl and whisk up everything together. Okay? KitchenAid stand blender has made it very simple for us. Everything going inside there, mixing, one shot, done.
Done.
You ready to do this?
Thank you.
All
So
right.
ready.
Okay.
So what's first?
Let's go inside there. We have cream cheese. Normal store-bought cream cheese. You want to put that inside there for me?
Sure, no
It's at room temperature, ladies and gents. It helps to blend easily if it's at a nice soft temperature. And you see how it slides off easily. Beautiful stuff. Okay. You want to go in with the eggs inside here. Room
Just
temperature.
all the eggs one time?
Exactly.
Easy business.
This is
boy.
no whisking stuff, you know, Cassie. Right?
Easy
No whiskey business
business.
here. There's no whiskey. This is
Very
all,
good.
we all blended in harmony here. All right. So we have that there.
Yeah.
Let me see. Let's go in with some evaporated milk.
No.
Add all
You're really meant to fill this to the brim.
to the brim.
You didn't want to give me a chance at all.
But look, you're talented, girl. That's why you're on the show.
I mean, come on.
Condensed milk and evaporated milk in your
milk
service.
pourer. Come on.
All right. You want to go in with some condensed milk.
No, but this is worse than it.
Let me do it for you. Let me do it for you. Let me do it for you.
Jesus.
We go in inside there like that. Oh, this is the sweetening element. A lot of people sometimes use sugar inside there.
Right.
But condensed milk works well for the texture.
And I meant to ask you, for creme caramel, do we really need cream cheese?
No, you don't. At
So
the
you
end,
can omit.
At the end of the day, basically, you can omit it. You can just do it straight eggs and evaporated milk and your condensed milk inside there and whatever flavoring.
Right.
So you could probably use, you could draw a tea bag, you could put it inside there. You would have like a matcha creme caramel.
An Earl Grey creme caramel.
There you go. Strawberries, maybe some puree. You have some raspberry puree, strawberry puree,
Ideas going
guava
on in
puree.
there.
We are using vanilla today. We're keeping it basic with you guys.
Okay.
Obviously, we don't try to dumbfound you too much and tie you up. So we
Simple
just
stuff,
a bit of
simple
vanilla inside
goodness.
there. And because we are from the Caribbean, we're going to add a little bit of coconut powder.
I mean, come on.
Put it inside there. So obviously, when that mixes with the evaporated milk, you're going to
Yeah.
have that coconut milk profile going on.
One time.
Put on the top for me. And we are going to start to pulse it.
On. So pulse first, right?
Pulse first. Let's go.
All the way down.
Again. Right, now hit it on
One?
level 1. So the beauty about this is that the gears go up. So when you press level 2 now,
And we do nothing.
it just starts to work even better.
No mixing.
At the end of the day, it's the pioneer in household and kitchen appliances. KitchenAid at your service.
Easy.
We get a little more jamming again with number 2. Look at that.
I like it.
That's it, you know. We don't.
I just like that I didn't have to do a thing. Not
have to-
a
you
whisk.
don't have to.
No arm muscles going through here.
No whiskey business.
So that's it.
So we have this, ladies and gents. Remember we did this from earlier on. This
And
is
it's all set now and nice
nice.
and pretty.
nice and hard. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to get this.
Okay, what's this for?
This is my bain marie.
Okay.
I'm
Explain.
going to be filling this with water in a little while. Steak with me, kid.
Okay.
I'll teach you something. You want to open this up for me?
Shauna props.
All right. I want you to gingerly pour this inside here.
Okay.
Okay, so it's easy. It's just like pouring, and you don't have to. Look how beautiful that is. There you go. You're doing a great job. And it's going to come up to the sides. And remember, we have that sugar below. And you could see everything is uniformly blended inside there.
Yep.
We would have still been whisking.
I know.
So the KitchenAid stand blender is the way to go when making your desserts. Now that we have that going on, I have some hot water that I boiled earlier on. Just want to put some inside here like that.
Okay. I'm gonna just grab onto this to make sure we don't have any problems today.
This is a water bath, ladies and gents, because this is somewhat of a custard. Actually, it is a custard.
Right.
You want
that
it to
I know.
allow to cook and steam and cook gently. You don't want it to like bake per se and get hard.
So this is for oven time.
It is oven time. So I have my oven set at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. This is going to bake for 1 hour.
Okay.
So we put this inside here. We have that going on. Lastly, I put this on some toasted coconut. So we're just going to put it inside here. And this is going to create a great base. Remember, we are going to flip this in a little while.
I can't wait to see that part.
So you're going to have almost like how you have that nice crust below. Beautiful stuff inside there. You want all of that?
Well, I mean, you were taking your time. I don't know why.
Listen, we have time to chill now.
All right.
Going inside here.
Right.
Put that inside here. And it's very important, ladies and gents, that the water comes up at least half to our dish to allow even cooking to take place.
Okay.
Oven set at 350. I'm going
Time
in
to
the
go?
oven. We done now.
Quick, easy.
Let me go in the oven.
Let's bake.
Okay.
So pretty.
It is, I mean, anything that has this nice golden shine, shimmer to it, obviously it's attractive, right?
And all little coconut.
Remember we did that earlier on?
Yeah.
I did tell you it'll form a great base at the bottom.
Very nice.
And that's what we like. So it has studded inside there. Now, this came out of the oven and I let it cool.
Yeah.
Overnight, if you can do it, it's best. Sometimes I just put it in the chiller for about 3 hours. And it chills up nicely. Because part of the custard itself firms up really nice and really forms that great texture when it chills down.
That's all part of the setting process.
How is do it? What? The
Setting process.
Oh, yeah. She gave me some custard shoulders there. So I just take a paring knife and I gently go around the sides. Like
so that it releases from the sides.
Yes, it must release because we don't want it to stick. Sometimes as a problematic scene, and we want to make sure we have a flawless sort of execution. All right, but we're looking good so far.
Right.
Sometimes I shimmy it like that so, and
To
you
make
could
sure that
see
it's loose.
it's spinning.
Right.
So that's a good sign that when I dismount it. Speaking about that, are you a praying young lady?
I'm waiting to see this part of the masterpiece happen.
Oh God, a little laugh at me. Let me see how this is working.
Fingers crossed, guys.
All right, so 1, 2, 3. Voila!
Yay! That was so good. And it looks so nice.
Isn't that
good job, my
sexy?
friend. That is some pretty stuff.
Beautiful stuff. Look at that. And you see the beauty about it is that we have that beautiful caramel on top that we worked on diligently.
All around.
Beautiful stuff, eh? It's flawless. It has this nice resplendent shine on it, and that's a mark of a good creme caramel.
Looks so good.
I know you're just saying, chef, blah, 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 blah. Time to eat. You see,
Here
she
you
pick
are.
up the knife already. I know you don't eat these fattening things too much, so I'll give you a small piece.
Definitely not.
Oh, look at that.
So you're gonna give me a small piece, is what you said?
I'm giving you a small piece. All right, we will share a piece, okay?
I was about to say. You'll be
Kazi.
frightened.
Now the custard inside of this has a beautiful texture. And that's because of the eggs and...
Do you need some assistance?
Yes. Let me see if I can... You want me to be a hero? You want me to be a hero?
No,
All right.
be
all
a
right.
hero.
Be a hero.
Let me have this on hand, just in case.
I can be your hero, baby.
Ooh.
I can take away the pain. I would stand by you forever.
So nice.
You can take my breath.
Is the soundtrack that is killing
That's what we're talking about. And that's what
So
good
good.
food does for you.
Yeah,
You want to try it now?
of course.
This is our cream
I
cheese.
like, look at this good stuff.
And the beauty about it
Perfection.
is that it has no bubbles to the side. It's perfectly cooked. It's not overcooked.
And you see little toasties of the coconut poking out at the bottom.
Guys, let's dig in.
Well, after you, please. Thank you, sir.
Ready?
Cheers. There was no cake, chip. That greedy man.
I love this, Cassie.
Smooth, rich, decadent.
See the beauty.
So
look
good.
At, look at the shine on that. That's what we're talking about.
Excuse
That night, it's a perfect custard has been cooked diligently and smooth, proper temperature control. And it all has to do with the amalgamation and the mixing of that KitchenAid stand blender.
All I hear is yum, yum, yum.
So
So
tell me,
good.
take the cream cheese inside here.
Definitely. I'm a huge fan of cream cheese, so I'm all for it. But of course, like we said before, if you don't like cream cheese, if you don't want cream cheese, you can leave it out. I'm thinking
Coffee.
maybe, please get out of my mind. I was just thinking mocha, chocolate, coffee together.
That's what I got.
Enough fun?
I got it. You know what? Tell us what other flavors you think we could actually use, or maybe even if you do make this, let us know, give us some suggestions, because
course.
a flan is always an elegant, great dessert. It
Yeah.
impresses much. It's not that hard to make.
But it looks so beautiful.
Exactly,
So
and I mean,
beautiful.
we showed you steps one by one, and especially the sugar. We made it life easy, especially with KitchenAid. And there's no excuse for you not to try this now and really put your spin on it.
Guys, thanks so much for watching. Be sure, of course, to join our foodie family and subscribe. So until next time,
Bye-bye.